Welcome, everyone. As we continue going through a series of Before Crisis Begins, I think as we start episode 1, there's some underlying questions that come in and out. And keep in mind, this has been 50 years in the making, a lifetime. What if the greatest crisis in the world isn't what happens to the people, our people, the people? What if it's the moments before anybody notices? How do we not see people silently disappearing? When did we stop really seeing them? How can we come into work one day or school or work or anywhere and say, what happened to Mary? What happened to Bob? Wasn't she just over there? Well, that could have been a lifetime ago. So if there's an underlying current to everything in this, is that we need to see them. We need to hear them before they silently disappear and crisis begins. And this story, as I mentioned, began nearly 50 years ago. I had a wonderful father, most brilliant laugh and smile, 6'5", vibrant man. But I noticed over time that he slowly disappeared. He got sicker and sicker and sicker. Multiple chronic diseases took him from a vibrant man, and then slowly he disappeared quietly, piece by piece. And I remember asking myself, how could the world be so advanced while people still slip away unseen, uncared about? How can we build all the incredible hospitals and use the technologies and the systems and entire industries and still miss the people, the humans standing right in front of us? And I think what was most perplexing to me was my mother, incredible lady, wonderful smile and laugh. She was a nurse. She dedicated her life to helping, caring for those that needed to be cared. So I watched compassion firsthand. I watched the caregiving, the humanity. So I thought humanity. And I saw something very important very early on. Even the best people inside broken systems can only do so much. They can only care so much. And I think most systems were never designed to see the people early enough. They were designed to act after the damage already began. Well, it's too late. We let that genie out of the bottle, so to speak. If somebody continues to get sick, well, they're continually getting sick. What if we saw them earlier? What if we heard them earlier? What if we cared for them more? What if we cared for them earlier and they didn't get sick? This can be done. We just have to take the time to look, listen, and care for each other. So I guess the question that stayed with me for decades wasn't really a business idea, and I never really thought of technology because I didn't know what that was at the time. But it was a human question. How do we recognize people earlier, before they burn out, before they become too isolated, before they emotionally collapse inside, before they silently disappear in front of us and we don't notice? We can't let this happen. We have to look and act and build something in place before the crisis begins. So I think a grounding moment for me, and I think what eventually emerged from that one question, became something we now call the lighthouse. It's not a clinic, it's not an app, it's not any traditional healthcare service, but it was developed as a human infrastructure layer designed to help organizations and communities better understand and support the people within them before they disappear. A system not built around data, but around humanity. So at the time, I didn't realize the question would eventually evolve into something much larger than healthcare. I didn't realize it would eventually become a question about humanity itself.